Hey everybody, just Jesse here, welcoming you back into my man cave, my cave of accountability, my garage. Um, it's been a couple of days since I've been online with you guys, and I want to apologize and ask forgiveness for that. I have not been accountable as I should have been. I was out of town, and that's no excuse. However, today I was accountable. Today is May 26th. It's Tuesday. Also in the year 2020, and we're going to look at Isaiah chapter 19, verses 11 through 15 primarily, but chapter 19 is a really good chapter to read. We're going to look at the personal qualifications of leadership. There are 4 elements that Isaiah talks about that help leaders be better leaders. So, what qualifies someone to be a leader? Do you know? It's something that I had to think about for quite a while, and most leaders don't think that they're leaders. Most leaders think that they just want to be good people. That's what they set out to be. They don't believe that they're going to go out today and go, today I'm going to be a great leader. They just want to be a good person. So when people are good people, and they strive for greatness every day, naturally other people want to follow. You see it every day in social media. You see all the great things that people post, and people follow them because they think that those things are like everyday occurrences for these people. It's just a small tidbit into the window of their lives, and most of it happens to be staged. So a lot of that is staged just so that they can look better for people. Not quite the leaders that we're looking for, but the leaders that are out in the world right now today. So do you think that Mother Teresa ever woke up in the morning and said, today I'm going to be a great leader, back before she was Mother Teresa? No, I don't think that she did that. She became that person because she was able to determine the person that God created her to be. And by doing that, she developed personal qualities that turned into leadership. Those personal qualities were amazing, and those qualities are still talked about today. And people still want to be like Mother Teresa, yet almost every one of us falls short. Mother Teresa wasn't perfect. Jesus was perfect. That's who we need to model our lives after. And so this shows us, Isaiah shows us what leaders should be from a negative standpoint in this chapter. So like there were 2 leaders in this chapter that Isaiah talks about. The leaders were Zon and Noph. I think it's Noph or Noph. But they lacked the ability to lead others. They were just knuckleheads. Like God compared them to drunks that weren't even able to walk in a straight line. If we want our leadership to last, we have to pay attention to 4 key elements. And those elements we'll go through right now. The first one being character. And that's character enables us to do what is right when it seems difficult, when no one's looking, when we're not going to get credit. We need to be doing what's right. We need to grow our character. We need to be those people of integrity that I always end up talking about, that I always end up wanting to be. Secondly, it's about perspective. The second element is perspective, and that enables us to understand what needs to happen in order to reach our goal. We need to have the game plan. We need to be able to take the initiative to plan it out. It's just not going to fall into our laps. We need to have that perspective of planning. The third one is courage. We need to be able to take those steps into the direction of our goals. Courage is what enables us to take those steps and to reach our goal. Without courage, there is no first step, and without a first step, there is no goal. Lastly, the fourth element is favor. Favor enables us to attract others to join our cause. If we don't have favor with other people, if we don't find any commonality, it's just like with anything, with YouTube, social media. If the person doesn't grasp your interest, you're not gaining favor with them, they're not going to follow. They're not going to join your cause. They're not going to hang around. It's just one of those things that some people are able to gain favor with people, and other people have to struggle and do their best. But without those four elements, a leader isn't a leader. They're just a person. They're just an average everybody. They're in fact a nobody. All of us are nobodies on the track to finding leadership and freedom and Jesus. Once we find Jesus, we become a somebody. So we need to strive to be better leaders every day. We see that this one thing that the world is lacking is true leadership. So there's so much of this the doubting and hatred and fear because we can't manage to put a good leader in charge of anything. As Christians, we've been silent. We haven't been the leaders that we're supposed to be, and the world needs those leaders right now. The world needs the leaders that were leaders in the Bible. The world needs the Moseses and the Johns and the Jameses and the Peters. But Christianity's taken a back seat. We've just been melancholy. We've been laying low, I guess. I don't know why we laid low, because the early church was persecuted to death, and we're just called a Christian and made fun of. So now, don't get me wrong, there are some Christians that are persecuted to death to this day, but the early church, that was what it was about. The Roman Catholics, everybody else wanted to kill the Christians off because the one true God is the only way, and he makes everybody else look like a fool. So we need to be able to implement those four elements in our lives to be the better leaders, to be great leaders, and not just to puff ourselves up, but to be great leaders that the world's searching for. They're so desperate to find these leaders, and it's evident everywhere that they're desperate to find these leaders. But we hold the keys to being a great leader. Like, Christians have it set up in their structure to be amazing leaders and to bring people to Jesus and to have a ton of people follow them for the right causes. So we need to stop being so silent as Christians, myself included, and we need to step up and be the leaders that this world, that this nation really, truly need. So, I mean, I'll get off my soapbox right now, but that was just something that Isaiah really spoke to me about. And it was something that came out of the blue. I didn't even think about most of what a true leader is, or what myself as a leader in this world is lacking or is not implementing as far as those four elements. But it's something to work on every day. And I hope that this talk touched your life. And if it touched your life and you think it could touch somebody else's life in your circle, go ahead and share this with them. I would love to have them get this in their hands and be able to be uplifted and blessed. If you like what I'm talking about, give me a thumbs up. I love to see those. And if you haven't subscribed already, I would love if you would subscribe. I can get to know you a little bit better. We can have more conversations, and I'd just like to know who needs help and who wants help with some accountability, as I always need help with accountability, as we can see the last couple days that I wasn't here. So I'm here now, and we're going to make this another run. Today's day one again, but day one leads to day 1,000,000 as long as you take the first step. So all right, guys, if you haven't already, subscribe, and then ring the bell if you want to be notified about any of my videos coming out every day. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have a great day today, and I hope that you're blessed.